Welcome back, my legends, to the chapter 8 quest. We're gonna do chapter 2 and 3. Sorry for the late uploads, it's just that I lived in Texas and well, it's pretty cold and we'll leave it at that, so let's just finish these chapters. Part 2, sound the alarm. How can it be a bloody break-in if we haven't bloody broken anything? That's all you're thinking. This place meant to be hidden.
Yes, an acquaintance breaking this place. I came to know it well.
Hey, I reckon we all got a few acquaintances. We dealing with you. That's plenty. Look, Max and I never. You got a problem with. You bet I got a problem.
Quiet, please.
I seen what you do. You play hero by blowing stuff up. May fly in salvo, but a real hero helps people. You wouldn't know nothing about that, do you?
Please, quiet. You alert them of our presence. All fought to preserve us.
You could have killed us. On the contrary, I saved us, mate. All without hurting the puppers, I may add. And if you would have missed, mate, I may have picked up some bad habits in my time, like touching people without consent, but missing ain't one of them. Kia ora, pussy. It's been a bloody age. Wakey wakey, pussy. How was your nap, mate?
Real restful, thanks. Though I just popped up to drop me arm.
Yeah, no. I was sure your new legend mates would do that to ya. Figure if I scare them, they'll chop you. You'll get sad about it. And back to Salvo, you're scurry like the little mutt you are. Salvo needs you, Walter Fitzroy. The cause needs you. Mags, I never was the one for causes. That was more your thing. You will fall in line, Walter. Or the next time the Outlands tunes in to watch their games, they'll see your friends screaming as I burn them. But hey, your call. AJ, hug me back, embrace me in front of the guests, or I'll have the Frontier Corps brought up on charges that will bury them in the court system for decades.
Walter Fitzroy, you are not bound by Maggie's wrongdoings.
Mags, you can take me arm, me legs, hell you can take me other bloody eye if you want it, but don't you tell me how to live me life. You wanna stand with them, Wally? Then you'll burn with them. Okay, my legends, now let's talk about these 3 chapters a bit. So it's very clear that Lifeline does not like Fuse, and that's because of the whole incident that happened in the trailer where Maggie took over the ship and started shooting at civilians. So Lifeline doesn't trust Fuse or likes him because of that reason. Now let's talk about Bloodhound a bit, because if you haven't read the book, it kind of doesn't make any sense why Bloodhound will be in the comic, but if you have read it, without really going into spoilers, Bloodhound knows that the actions of a friend doesn't reflect you as a person, or you should follow what they're doing. So what Bloodhound said in the chapter 3 is that just because Maggie did something horrible doesn't mean that you have to take responsibility for her actions. Now this is very interesting because not only is this for Fuse, but this also is for Lifeline, because if you remember, Lifeline gave Octane new legs because Octane manipulated her into giving them to her, even though you had to be put on a waiting list to get them. And so when there's a scene that was very interesting where Lifeline's mom Cherise said that she'll bring charges up against the Frontier Corps. Now that's kind of weird because what charges are she talking about? What has the Frontier Corps done that they could actually take a legal suit against them? And the only thing I can think of is that they know the Lifeline put Octavio Silva in front of so many other people. And all of a sudden, this puts a lot of things into place, because the only way they would have found out about what Lifeline did and bring up charges is because of Doc, because Doc can record messages, but we didn't know if they could be sent to Lifeline's parents. Well, since they were threatening her daughter with charges, the only thing I can think of is what Lifeline did. And so that means that Doc sent that message to them, which means that when Octane had his conversation with Doc about the truth about the whole attack in the season 7 quest, this means that when the message was recorded, it was probably sent to Lifeline's parents, so now they know the truth. So moving on from this, it also affects Lifeline because Lifeline was saying to Fuse that you don't know what what it's like to save people, which kind of makes her a hypocrite because she chose to help Octane in helping get in front of the list in front of so many other families. So because of this event, I think she's going to reflect and realize that, wait a minute, I have to apologize to Fuse because not only did he help them escape, but she also criticized him and telling him that he doesn't know how to save people. And because of that event that she did in the past with helping Octane, she kind of looks like a hypocrite. And I guess this is where Lifeline's going to turn around and start realizing that, you know what, maybe Fuse is not as bad as a person as she thought. But the biggest shocker here, my legends, the thing that nobody's going to talk about, is that this means that Lifeline's parents have been spying on her by recording her conversations using Doc, which is sent to them. So not only do they know about how Lifeline helped Octane get new legs, which is illegal because Octane should not have been in the list, or at least surpass the people that were waiting for those legs, but this means that Octane told Doc the truth about the season 7 comics and what really happened, which means Lifeline's mom and dad know that it was Octane's dad that orchestrated an attack against them, which, remember, in the books, the Silva family and the Shea family have been friends for years. So it's very interesting, and I wonder what happened that Octane's dad decided to go after them. But yeah, I'll see you all next time, my legends, and peace.
Still music keeps on turning me from the words that hurt my soul, removing doubts from my mind. Those long days passing by from the door, like late summer days slowly fade away, finding ways through the favorite tune played all day with my eyes